to Tonsil Hockey, the podcast born of a love of heated rivalry, but nonetheless here to tell you about all things smutty and televised. Woohoo! You just gave me the sweetest compliment. I am asking you to repeat it on air.
I think you look, and I mean this as a compliment, like an American Girl doll.
That, honestly, an honor and a privilege. So, as some of you eagle-eyed might have noticed, we try to dress to compliment each other, whether it's that we wear our little t-shirts for heated rivalry, whether it's our suits, or whether it's many wigs. Wigs on wigs, plus hat.
I've never worn a wig in my life.
And today, Olga was out of her house, so she just sent me a picture of her in her black and white dress, and I was like, how am I going to make this work? I have to compliment. So I shoved a shirt under my dress, and it means the world that you said I look like an American girl doll rather than a nun, which I was worried I would look like. And also that means the world, because I don't know if you know this about me, but I was a porcelain doll girl in my youth. Yeah.
I did not know this, but nothing in my life has ever made more sense. Wait, tell me everything. What size? Were you going like seeking specific collections? What are we talking?
No, so they started as gifts and then became a side obsession, but they always fit in a shelf. I had 3 bookshelves in my bedroom that I used for my porcelain dolls in box. I never took them out of their boxes.
Of course you didn't.
Of course I didn't.
You didn't.
And I only wanted event girls. So we're talking
what does that
like
mean?
So it means dressed for an Irish dancing fesh, dressed for Christmas picture with Santa, very formal girls in their boxes, and I would dust.
These are such hyper-specific scenarios.
I know, and I would
maybe
dust
it was
the
daily
boxes.
life to you.
I would dust the boxes quite first day of school, and they were always like
First
funeral.
They
were very, very big. Oh please, they didn't do baby ones for Irish kids. Yeah, but truly, if they'd had a first funeral, I'd have loved that, and I loved
Jury
them.
duty. Okay.
I loved my girls. I loved to dust the boxes. People were surprised when I was diagnosed with OCD. Anyway, yeah, I was a porcelain doll.
What happened? Are they like going on for thousands on eBay now because they were in the box?
They're almost certainly were put at some point in my mother's attic, and my mother is so unsentimental. I guarantee you, they're gone. Once
I'm heartbroken.
I
bet you didn't even dust the box.
A story ahead of your own wedding this weekend. My mother's wedding dress I adored. I loved. Have I told you this?
No.
J'adored it. Loved it so much. Seersucker, £92, full sleeve, adored. Once mentioned, I'd obviously love to wear it if that would be okay. My mom and my sister start doing faces. I'm like, fuck, she's already promised it to my sister. This is awful. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, she has as much claim as I do. And it's not implausible to think that I won't ever get married, having never wanted to. But anyway, they're making faces, and I was like, what's up? It transpires my mother and my sister, without checking if I would ever want the dress, the year before had cut it up and covered it in blood for my sister's Halloween costume.
No!
Huh? The
No!
disrespect. And that is how unsentimental my mother is. Like, truly. Yeah, and I get it from her. Like, to be fair, Ellen would say the same of me. I'm like, oh, we haven't used this in a week. I guess we'll throw it out. And she's like, it's a family heirloom.
Does she go into the Natural History Museum thinking, what is this hoarding?
Honestly, yes.
Clean this place up.
Honestly, yes. Both of my parents were like, Jesus, it's
Look
a
at
bit
the stuff.
full, isn't it? I reckon send that stuff back. Honestly, if only just to clear the space. Yikes, you can't think in here.
Going to the National Gallery going, this many paintings?
Yikes. Yeah.
One at most.
Why wouldn't you get them all in the same frames at least? Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for your compliment. Thank you for my compliment.
I love learning more about you.
Thanks. We've in this juncture, if you're listening, we've had our live shows.
Yeah.
At the Pleasance, the script readings, Olga. Was it everything you hoped it could be?
It was so much more. I'm obsessed with each and every one of you. It felt the closest. I mean, you've been to church. It's the closest I felt to being to church.
It was insane. At one point, Olga was like, are there any cis men in the room? No. For the first show, absolutely no. Like, it was like, I don't know how we managed to do it. Amazing stuff. The second, we maybe had 3 in, and they were very welcome. Thank you for coming with your girlfriends. It was also the faith I had that if I made a mistake, that was fine. Somebody got me. The room saying the words along with us. It was heaven. If you weren't there, what you might not know is that for our live readings, and we will do the 4 other episodes at some point, so watch out for those tickets. Olga and I both wrote our own version of the script. So episode 1 was Olga's version, episode 2 was my version, which means that we went through, because they're not online, and wrote out the scripts, but we transcribed them, but we also wrote our own stage directions. Thank you. Why can I never hold that in my mind? So that was what it was like if we got a line wrong. So is that it was a comic roller coaster. We had Ed Gamble, who truly had never seemed to have heard of the show before.
Neither did Nathan Fode. I would say that my favorite bit was
scenes.
Nathan Fode realizing how horny the show is in real time was probably my favorite bit.
Him then getting so horny. My favorite bit was obviously my own girlfriend playing Ilya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely day for me. What a Sunday.
You being such a top in instructing her how to be a top was incredible. You're being a top all wrong, you little bottom.
It's just because she'd be like, "Is that okay? Thank you."
Get on your knees.
She's so nice.
Please.
Oh my god, you just reminded me is that in the audience we had a 30-strong WhatsApp group from a WhatsApp group called Wow Genetic.
Absolutely. Shout out Wow Genetic. Still waiting for the invite.
Yeah, Wow Genetic. What a group. Phenomenal. Within that group, they have like a breakout space for the even more pervier people, I think, in that.
That's just gay porn.
It's incredible. And that's called Get on Your Knees. I just love them. What a crowd. So thank you for coming if you were there.
Shout out to all of them. Love you.
There'll be more in the future if you missed out. We'll also be putting the recordings. The video recordings will go on Patreon, and and we'll announce that when they're there. And the audio at some point, maybe over Christmas, we might as a little treat drop, but we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, should we get into today's episode?
Yes, but before we get to that, just very quickly, you know what I realized? I'm going to get all the terminology wrong because I don't know how Christianity works, but it's like how a preacher or a deacon will do their sermon. A priest will do a sermon at church. That's how I felt. Our interpretations of the script are our sermons.
It was our homily, yeah.
Not sure what that is.
A homily is where once the gospel is read, the priest then sort of has a take on it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Those were our versions of the script.
Yeah, that was our hour and a half homily, by the way. If it went on for more than 6 minutes in an Irish church, people would be like, sure, Jesus, come on. We get the gist. Yeah. Take it to your own life. Yeah, gotta, come on. So yeah, no, there's no way we would have gotten away with that. But this congregation were faithful, and we love it. Love it. So thank you.
So lovingly, much like Catherine said, the week ahead of my wedding, we've decided to do a podcast episode about, drumroll please, best breakups.
Best TV breakups. Oh my god, this will get you in the mood for marriage.
Yes, very much so.
I'm so excited. Oh god, this has just made me realize one of the ones I've picked might be quite
Oh my god, can we start with that? Start with it.
Okay, you don't know because you
Oh god, is it the L word again?
Is
it the goddamn L word
the
again?
L word, which makes no sense to me. As you know, my favorite couple, the hottest couple of all time.
Yeah. One's a hairdresser?
Shane and Carmen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one is one is actually not gay IRL.
Yes, exactly.
Or Hispanic.
Exactly.
Okay.
She was acting. And yikes.
She can come back to the show. She should just do a 23andMe and be like, turns out I'm 5% Hispanic after all.
Yes, exactly. Well, you're hitting on a big theme of coming back to the show, which, okay, so essentially, we have this great taming of the cad that is Shane, and that's a polite way of putting it.
Okay, so she's a fuckboy, but then the fuckboy has fallen in love.
The fuckboy has fallen in love, and it only took a former Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, Barbie doll version of a woman to make her fall in love.
It's always the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your entire life who's smart and has a great soul.
Yes. Oh my god, exactly. Exactly. Who's like kind. She's a family person.
Yeah,
she's
and
very family oriented.
That's why.
Yeah, she wears like little Dukes of Hazzard shorts all the time. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
To show off her soul, yeah.
Yeah, to show off her soul and how mature for her age she is, please. And so Carmen and Shane, we get to the sort of the crux of their relationship is their wedding, and it's all prepped for. We see all the run up, lead in. It's amazing. And then we are basically just told Shane has jilted her and left her at the altar. Now, First of all, sorry to say that she did in this week of all weeks. I would say you're not marrying a fuckboy. You're marrying whatever the opposite of a fuckboy
Also, I
is.
famously am already married. But
Oh, good for you, girl. Good for you. Oh, that really does take the sting out.
I'm
Okay,
like,
great. So what's he gonna do? Miss the party? But it's like we're still married. Okay, hun. That would be so funny to knock on you like, he's not a people person? I don't know. That's very funny. Yes. So she leaves Carmen at the altar. Now, this, when it happened to me, as I saw it, did several formative things.
Wait, so you're telling me that you didn't see this coming? You didn't see Shane plan to jilt?
Perhaps some people saw it coming. I did not see it coming.
For you, it was...
I was watching this at like age 14. I was like, the most true love that has ever loved these people who helped me realize my queerness. They're finally going to get married and we're going to see Carmen in her beautiful dress. Not only do we not see the fallout of this, we see Shane go to try to apologize to her family at her family house, and isn't
after.
I'm going off a long term memory, so I think she's turned away or doesn't go in or something. We never see Carmen in the L word ever again. What?
Are you serious?
It was crazy. I don't know if she had like a
contract
filming conflict or something. Never see her again. And they then have to like replicate. They make Shane a fuckboy again. They try to replicate like the connection and love that they had with somebody else in the future. But you're like, this is not it. It was one of the most unresolved heartbreaks I have ever experienced.
I've just learned about this and it's broken my heart.
There were lesbians when the reboot came up. So what was that, like 4 years ago? The new generation of L word, and people were like, finally, we're gonna get a resolution to that. Like people were still holding on to it. No sign.
So we were supposed to believe that Shane left her at the altar, then half-heartedly tried to apologize to the family, and then just lived happily ever after?
And we're also supposed to believe that all of the other lesbians in Shane's life don't take Carmen out for coffee individually, one by one.
Slash try to date her, sorry.
Slash try to date her and dissect that situation over and over and over again based on star signs. Like, it just, none of it rang true. But what it did do that was very formative. One, it broke my heart. Two, crush the idea potentially of marriage. Three, and this is quite significant, it made me realize, and I have in lots of my life lived like this, the power of total disappearance post-breakup. You will never stay in someone's mind longer than if they never hear from you again. If you remove all access to yourself, and Sarah Shahi did, and the character of Carmen did, we will think about you forever.
Because it creates a completely blank canvas for us to project anything we want to. And there's no friction to that projection.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Such an important lesson.
Was Shane redeemed as a character? Did you want to watch her after?
I mean, yes, because Shane ultimately is exactly who you think that.
Yeah,
like,
when people tell you who they are, believe them.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, obviously. Like, it was both like inevitable and devastating at the same time.
Narratively, do we ever get a reason why Shane didn't go through with it?
She just couldn't commit to marriage. She's just like not a monogamous person. I don't even really remember because I was 14, so I was like, but everybody's a monogamous person. Now I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm like, obviously you shouldn't have been marrying her. You were going to ruin her life. But yeah. Wow. Isn't that nuts?
And now you don't believe in love?
Oh, no, I do. But I am like...
pragmatic and sort of realistic about it.
Well, I'm also like, watch out for those fuckboys. And also I'm like, disappear. If they break your heart, disappear. It's the only punishment. Because it is a perfect punishment for someone with an ego.
Yes.
Because they're
not to feed it in any way. But do you believe...
And I say that as a person who's been subject to it and acted on it in that way.
You did all the field research for that one. Do you feel a fuckboy can be rehabilitated?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't want that to be my job.
God, no, absolutely not.
That's what I've realized is like,
no, never.
The idea of having to be the sort of like prison guard to my partner, no thanks. I'm good.
No.
Like, I probably have been
You're like a dam. You don't want to be the Hoover Dam.
I don't know what the exactly. Exactly.
You don't want to be the dental dam.
No, I don't want to be Annie. I want you to stop saying damn. Anyway, yeah, that's my first breakup for the offer, and you haven't seen it, and I'm sorry.
I have not seen it, and now it's spoiled for me completely. I'll be watching that wedding scene.
My 3, by the way, are the 3. Like,
are they all L word?
No, but they're 2 very formative ones for me, and then 1 I just loved.
Okay,
off you go.
I'm very excited. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, and I'm going to start from a little bit far out.
Before you do you think I'll know the breakup you're talking about?
I don't know if you will.
Let's find out. Okay, go on.
I actually don't know if you will, but basically, do you remember the short story Cat Person that lit the internet ablaze? I want to say close to 10 years ago.
No, please.
It was like a New Yorker short story. This is not even the breakup that I'm talking about.
I already love this story so much because I'm learning. No, I don't know the story.
So Cat Person went extremely viral.
Okay.
I have my take on it. I think that's the take you're meant to have, but I don't know, and I'm welcome to people being like, you completely misinterpreted
also,
it.
You're allowed to have your own take.
And yeah, misunderstood it. But fundamentally, it split the internet. People went super crazy. They made a movie out of it, etc., etc. This is not even the breakup that I'm talking about.
What is the Cat Person story?
The Cat Person story is this girl hooks up with a guy. She kind of thinks he's gross. She has sex with him anyway. She kind of makes fun of him while she's doing it. And then I guess it's like a power. I haven't read it in about 10 years, but I guess it's like a power thing. And in the end, he calls her a whore anyway. And so regardless of that, taking all of these steps back.
Okay.
I was discussing this short story with my husband recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I
don't think you're allowed to say husband this much before the wedding. I still have to do my hair and makeup. Okay. Stop saying husband.
My beautiful fiance.
Thank you.
And it transpired that he didn't. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast, so I apologize.
Haven't.
It transpired that he didn't understand that most of the straight casual sex that women have is in the dynamic of he's going to be so grateful for this one. I think that maybe the one night stands that men have are aspirational, whereas for women are like, I bet you never seen tits like this before. I think the amount of casual sex that I've had that I'm like, hey, ugly boy, I bet you've never had a chick like me look your way. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wow. That's so interesting.
Maybe that's not how you have casual sex.
So different to my bisexual experience because I have to say most of the time with lesbians I've been like, you're welcome. Yeah, I've done this before. And with men I've been like, does it go there? Sorry, I haven't done this in ages. Sorry, there's been a whole relation. There's always been a 4-year gap, so I've always been like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, much like previously established, Catherine has done the field work in both camps.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't.
So I would say, and this is something that other women who have had heterosexual sex agreed with me on. Again, no one is a monolith. Obviously, different women have different reasons to have sex. But I think one of the key motivators for casual sex is seeing a guy who's kind of ugly and being like,
I'm gonna make your night.
Exactly.
Really?
Fucking exactly. Riding him and just being like, yeah, you won the lottery, buddy.
Wow. So active, that, by the way. So active. Phenomenal. Couldn't do it. And that is why I'm like, I'll lie here. Shall I lie here? Is that right? Did you like that?
Yeah, the lights are staying on because this is the last time you're gonna see tits like these.
That's such a funny attitude from us, if I may. Can you imagine? The 2 tiny titted women. You're never going to see tits like this because they don't make them this small anymore. You're never going to see tits like this again because you do have to be this close to see tits like this.
What, a magnifying glass?
Yeah. Wow, that's so wild.
And I think there's a toxicity within it as well.
You think? You think there's a toxicity? It's all toxic. Say the part that's not toxic. Say the bit that you think is outside it, in which it is within.
And I've said this before to Zach Zucker, so he knows this. But Zach Zucker is an objectively attractive man, who plays a gross slob on stage as Jack Tucker,
right?
But then, and this is to no one specifically or to no one individually, the front row will always be girls who are the hottest women you've ever seen, all looking at him, being like, "I bet everyone thinks he's disgusting, but I think he's actually kind of hot. I weirdly am attracted to him." And it's like, you're weirdly attracted attracted to a guy who's the most conventionally handsome man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And all the girls don't even see that the girl next to them is going through the same exact
That's so funny.
experience.
That's so funny.
We are fucking toxic, okay?
I love that.
And so it's like, I bet he will be so grateful.
Do you think they're playing like 3D chess? Do you think that the men that you think are ugly are actually incredibly hot men who just like haven't washed their hair that day and know what's up?
I think men have caught on to this, and there are some guys who are absolutely capitalizing on this. And
But
I
they're
think
like
a lot
sighing in bars, being like, "If only a beautiful lady would make my day."
they like break their glasses, tape them over, and go like.
Good for them.
They're doing the reverse. She's all that. They're putting the glasses on.
I love that for them. Love that for them.
Okay, so this is all preamble to the breakup that I'm going to talk about.
Oh yeah, I forgot what the episode is. Yeah, go on. So I've got a cat person. I've got your husband not knowing or the same thing I didn't know about women having casual sex as a sort of like
Power trip.
Yeah, let's say power trip. I was going to say like dying wish for like bucket list. Fuck, how nice. And then how does this lead us? Where does this lead us to?
Have you seen the TV show Love on Netflix?
No.
Okay, so it's Gillian Jacobs from Community.
She's saying that with a hard G?
Yes, I believe so.
Gillian.
I believe so. That's
Wow.
her mom called her that. I remember watching it on a late night show. Okay. And then it is...
Be mad if anybody else called her that. You don't mean named, you
mean
called. I got you. I was like, who else gets to name the kid? The mom. That's the mom. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. The longest preamble. Okay. Gillian is in Love, a TV show called Love, which I understand, I know of, but I have not seen.
Okay, so it's Paul Rust and Gillian Jacobs.
Okay, Paul Rust. That's so close to Rudd. Who is he?
You will have seen him before.
Okay.
He's like a comedy actor.
Okay.
He was in I Love You, Beth Cooper, if that helps in any way, starring Hayden Panettiere. We digress.
Have I ever seen a film? I feel like sometimes when I talk to you, I'm like, what parts of the internet are we on? You've never seen the L word, and I don't know any of the words you're saying.
And you've been watching the L word the entire time. As
yeah, that's actually so true.
As I'm going out and doing charity work, Mother Teresaing on these bars. You're at home watching the L word.
She was also secretly toxic. Go on.
Oh, different episode.
Yeah. Of a different podcast, frankly. Imagine we were like unpacking sex symbols. Like, no.
Focus. Like Mother Teresa.
I was joking. Let's please stick to Gillian.
Anyway, so it's a TV show that describes this sort of kind of dysfunctional relationship that ends up working because they're both so dysfunctional. I think it is actually kind of based on Paul Rust's actual real life relationship.
Okay.
And the dynamic in it is that like she is an extremely, extremely hot woman and he's kind of a nerdy looking guy. And then he ends up screwing her over towards the end of season 1 by like fucking a hot actress. And the sort of, and they have this extremely realistic, really visceral screaming match out on a lawn in front of a bunch of people. And in it, you could see that Gillian Jacobs' character is like, I didn't think I could get hurt by an ugly guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, what do you mean you fucked someone else? Look at me.
That's a crazy stance to have, though, isn't it? It's like all your values and your physical appearance.
Absolutely crazy. Obviously, it's like...
But also very funny.
It's very, very funny. It's much more nuanced than that, obviously. But I remember watching it, and I think it was maybe like kind of peak TV where it's like, we love to hate these people and these people are so like almost unrealistically terrible. But I was like, this flavor of terrible is so viscerally real because it tapped into that horrible bit of me who's like, oh my God, you think he should be grateful.
Yeah.
And obviously he's an asshole because he obviously saw the currency in her hotness and then he cheated on with a much hotter girl because he saw that currency too. Yeah. So everybody was kind of signing up to that value system.
That is fascinating.
But seeing not only this value system play out, but also someone saying the quiet part out loud and being like feeling like they were entitled to this was like
so good.
It was like shocking. I was like, there's no fucking way they're doing this. There's no way.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I also do love an early series 1 breakup where it then becomes, I assume, a will they won't they.
Yeah.
Heaven. Wow.
It was so good. And I think it was one of those things where, God, there were so many moments in like the last, I want to say 20 years where I think women collectively were like, oh, I thought it was me, but it's all of us. Good, bad, neutral.
Yes.
And that was one of those moments where I was like, I thought that was my move, but I think we're all doing this.
Fuck.
I think
except me. Except me.
In a society that tells us that our value is our looks, yeah, we're all taking advantage of our looks.
This is really interesting because what I'm realizing is that I've predominantly gotten with men predominantly gotten with men who are hotter than me.
Good for you.
Sorry, but I mean, like, in a sort of
the
like
inflection of that being like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be
no,
so
but as
unrelatable.
in a sort of like.
You are so hot. How hot are these men?
Pretty hot, but I'm wondering if like part of it's like the other way, because I'm coming up from the other side where I maybe
it's
like
feminist for you.
no, where
To
I was
objectify?
actually going to say where I maybe like think less of their like feelings or intelligence, because I'm like, well, they're so hot. They're like you're not going to hurt them. You know what I mean?
I'm not even registering.
Yeah, I'm barely touching the sides. Obviously, this is like a weird evening for them. You know.
But there's also a trope that I have seen in both in real life and TV where it's like a really hot guy who's just like, I just want to fall in love.
Oh yeah, and it's a bunch of women being like, "You stupid idiot, this bimbo bitch," as if you want to go out and be like, ah! But I will rebend from my boyfriend who I actually like with you. Yeah. Wow. Fascinating. Well, okay, that's a great breakup.
And
I
I
love
recommend
that.
watching that scene in isolation. I don't even think you need the context because the scene is that
I might
good.
watch the series. You've kind of sold me on the series.
It's good. It's
wow.
good. At least the
okay.
first season is fantastic from what I remember.
All right. I'm going
Let's
to
go.
take you back. This is a bit of a history lesson. I'm assuming you've watched, because otherwise I don't really know how you have your personality. I have to assume that we have both watched the Gilmore Girls.
Never seen it in my life.
Are you joking me? Are you? How did we get here? How did we get to this
It's
podcast?
too twee.
You watch The Summer I Turned Pretty?
This is actually valid. That's valid.
And also, sorry, the kissing booth? And also, sorry, yeah, I bet you watched High School Musical.
I do love
Of course you did. And also, sorry, I watched this as it came out. I'm talking both of these. Both of the things I've referenced, I watched as they came out. It was appropriate at the time. Are you crazy?
Okay, Grandma.
You've never seen the Gilmore Girls?
I've never seen the Gilmore Girls.
I don't
think I should have
know
watched it when it
where
came out.
to start with this. Okay, I guess I'm just talking to the listener because I have to assume that you've seen the Gilmore Girls. If you don't know what the Gilmore Girls is, look, a hot woman called Lorelai has a precocious daughter called Lorelai, who they call Rory for the sake of them not being both called Lorelai.
Wait, she called her own daughter Lorelai?
You think I have time for that in this? She was let down to her incredibly rich parents when she had this child. Emily, her mother, both an icon and
like
a
Lois
cunt.
Griffin from Family Guy.
Yeah, sure, let's say that.
Both from New England, I think.
I need you to focus in.
Okay.
And so she goes to, it turns out her kid, Rory, is incredibly smart to the point that she needs to go to a private school because she's so smart. And she has to go crawling back to her mother and say, like, please, can you pay the tuition for this kid? She's real smart. And she wants to go to Harvard. And, which is a whole nother, we don't have time to get into that. Okay. And so then Emily's
I love
like,
how you're providing your own reactions to the things you're saying.
yes, because you can't. Emily's like, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, we'll pay. But first, you have to agree to come to dinner every Friday night at our house with this kid whose life we haven't had access to. And so we begin. And Rory, who is the best kid ever, arguably isn't parented, but so much as like friended by her mom because she doesn't need to.
Is she more
her.
of a mother to her own mother?
No, it's
Okay.
not. I wouldn't say it's parentification, although there's a little bit of that, but it's more that they are like sisterly and she hasn't had to parent her because she's been such a perfect kid.
Great.
Yada, 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 yada. Rory has like, her mom's obviously like quite scared of her getting into things with boys because she got pregnant so young and only has sort of rebuilt her life. And in that way where like single mothers walk that line of being like, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, but I will never let it happen to you. And you're like, oh.
Unrelated.
But separately, do not do what I did. So glad you're here, but don't do this. And you're like, okay, Mom. Gorgeous. I was so obsessed with the Gilmore Girls, as was my friend Karen. They showed it on RTE2, which is one of the 3 channels we had growing up.
Yeah.
My mother was like, I used to be like, I'm sorry I'm not the Gilmore Girls. Girls. And I'd be like, what? But I like really, if I didn't, because they had such a friendly relationship. They speak really fast. They drink coffee late at night. They eat more than it could be possible for two humans to eat and maintain their figures. There's a gorgeous, sexy owner of a cafe. We simply don't have time. You gotta watch it. You would love it.
Sounds so twee. Okay, maybe I'll give it. I'll give it a go.
It's not as twee as you think it is, and I think you would love it. It gets less twee over the. I think you would really like it.
I need a comfort watch for Edinburgh, so it might be my background watch.
It's perfect for that. Anyway, having moved from the local high school to the local private school, Rory is then pursued by this boy from the high school, Dean. He's her like first.
Is he a bad boy? Is he a good boy?
He's such a good boy.
Okay.
So there's a bad boy coming. Okay. His name's Jess. Dean
Of course, he's got a girl's name.
Dean is a very, very soft, good boy. And he spends 3 months building her a car. When they get in the car, he says, I love you. And she says, I need to think about it. And he breaks up with her.
He breaks up with her?
Yeah. He's like, go form an opinion with your mother. Like, basically, like, why can't you just kind of know that you love me back?
Were they dating by that point?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not fair.
No.
Wait for her to be ready to say it back.
But when I tell you that, at the time, I was like, fucking Rory. Oh my God.
Oh, you thought she was in the wrong.
He has done nothing but everything she could ever want. And now as an adult, I'm like, fuck that toxic little shit. How manipulative, how coercive. Like now, at the time, I was so like, ugh, Jess is so annoying and Dean is so and now I'm like, bleh, Dean is giving toxic boy.
Yeah. Like, I'm a nice guy.
Yes, real toxic nice guy stuff.
Like, who else would build you a car?
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of like, that one was an interesting breakup for me because really my opinion changed over time.
That's how I felt rewatching The OC, and I used to be in love with Seth Cohen, and now he is so annoying and entitled, and egocentric and narcissistic, and I hate him now.
Yeah, and weirdly, like possessive and misogynist, and petulant, and damn those girls though, they could still get it.
Oh, big time.
What do you got for me? I can't believe you haven't seen the Gilmore Girls.
That's really interesting.
2 for 2.
It's a really good example of changing your mind. I really, really enjoy that.
I'm just like, will you have seen the 3rd show? Because L-Word, Gilmore Girls, and then my 3rd one, I feel like if you haven't seen that, I don't really know how we're friends.
Well, let's just hope it's not Game of Thrones. Anyways, so.
Imagine my big breakup was Game of Thrones. Imagine.
The thing is, I want to riff, but I've got no...
No, same. I'm like... But you're my brother. Is that right? Is that right? I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah, so don't worry about that.
Okay. My next breakup is not from a TV show.
Oh.
It is from a film.
Changing form.
Is it a sad one? No. Is it, I think, a generation-forming one? Absolutely. Does it include dick? Yes, also. It's Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Is that the one with Brand?
Yeah.
Oh no!
But he's like a supporting character in it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh my God. Okay, so
this
is not pro-brand propaganda.
No, I know, but it's really bad because I hated him so much. As in, I found him so annoying. Regardless, I think I sort of used him as a litmus test for like films I wouldn't want to see.
Okay, I see.
Which was also true of Channing Tatum for me for a long time.
Interesting.
I was just like, I don't think this guy and I have the same taste, so it's a no from me.
So you didn't watch Magic Mike?
No. I still haven't seen Magic Mike.
And she calls herself bisexual. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not... I'm way more likely to go to, like, the ballet. That's my kind of... I'm like, look at them all, like, sort of androgynous and lithe. Yeah. No, he's, like, way too masked.
Too meaty.
Too butch, too mask. But wow. This is Kristen Bell.
Yes, I'll walk you through it. So
Please,
basically, this was a sort of like, obviously golden age of Judd Apatow adjacent films. We've got your Superbad, you got your Knocked Up, you got your Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Again, in retrospect, if you rewatch them now, they all have their own problems. I will say 40-Year-Old Virgin largely still holds up.
Agreed.
Superbad largely still holds up.
Agreed.
I do think Superbad is probably one of my like most quoted formative films of my entire life.
So funny.
It's so good.
Yes. Yes. I remember being in the cinema being like, it's allowed to be this? films can be this?
It was incredible. It was incredible.
This is so stupid.
Every line was hilarious.
So funny, so stupid, so weird. I was like, huh? It could be this? Anyway, go on.
Every time I read a script, in my head, I am 12-year-old Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen trying to write Superbad.
So
like, that is what I aspire to.
So cute.
Oh, yeah, why don't you go piss yourself? That was like 7th grade. People don't forget.
They don't.
So Forgetting Sarah Marshall was one of those random films. This was written by Jason Segel, who is now in Shrinking, who was also in How I Met Your Mother. But
was it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he is this sort of like golden retriever-esque guy who gets broken up with by Kristen Bell, who is a TV star who cheats on him with a Russell Brand's character. He doesn't matter in this situation because the breakup scene is iconic in that she shows up and tries to have a really serious breakup with him, but he is completely naked. So when he greets her, he's like holding cereal, and when he sees her, he starts like wagging his dick from side to side like a dog.
No.
And you could hear the slap.
No.
You could hear the skin slap.
No. Wait, do you see it?
I think in some... I remember there was a version that you could see it. There's definitely a cut to it.
Is that a skill Jason Segel actually has, or do they have to like...
What do you mean skill?
Is that like... Well, can you just make your dick flap like that?
Yeah.
Wait, is he like swinging
side
himself?
to side, yeah.
Okay, he's not like independently...
No.
Okay,
His
you
entire
understand why...
body-
I was like, I think that's a skill.
When was the last time you saw it?
It's been a while. I was like, how does it work? Wow.
Oh my God, this has become an anatomy lesson. Okay, so he's moving his hips, which is also...
Thank you for saying that. That's all I was at. A simple clarification. Sorry. I don't know.
And
it's been a long while.
From a comedy writing perspective, it's
Is
just...
the penis erect?
No. Okay. That makes it easier to like slap. Right? Because it's softer.
I hated that sound you just made.
Okay, well, first of all, the sound was A, inaccurate, and B, you did ask. So.
Okay, well, yeah, it's fair enough. That's completely fair. Go on.
And I think just from the comedic beats of it, it's just such a wonderfully iconic scene because she's so serious coming in. He's naked. And then she's like, do you want to put some clothes on for this? And he's like, well, do you want to pick out the outfit in which you break up with me with? Because he's like, doesn't want to put it on. And again, I just think that it's like... I don't know. It's just one of those things that obviously came out at a very formative age. And also I think it came out probably around the time where I got really interested in comedy from like a comedy nerd perspective.
Interesting.
And so...
You were that interested that early?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Wow, I'd seen live stand-up once before I did stand-up. And
Whoa.
I didn't know really anything about
Wait, who
comedy.
did you see? Do you remember?
I saw Eleanor and Tommy Tiernan because she opened for him in Dublin. And my friend had taken me to the International. This was like a decade before I started stand-up.
Is Eleanor Tiernan related to Tommy Tiernan?
Eleanor Tiernan and Tommy Tiernan are related, yes. Hello?
What?
Yeah.
I feel like it could taste colors.
That's that you overcorrected there. That was like, I don't want to assume all Irish people know each other. So you went too far and were like, the people who both look like, sound like, and both are in comedy. Yeah, they're related.
That's crazy. So you saw them and you're like, that looks easy.
No, I
Okay.
was like, cool. And then that's the only time I'd been to live comedy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then...
But were you always funny?
No. Oh, I always find that so funny
So
when they're like,
don't
"Were you
change. I'm kidding. You're
no,
so
it's
funny. I
not.
love you.
It's nice.
Okay.
It's fine. Imagine if I was like, no, I wasn't. It's so weird how you get in interviews a lot of the time, like, were you the class clown? And I'm like, no, I was telling the class clown to maybe just wait till the break because some of us are trying to learn. So it'd be good, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, I was a prefect. Is that what your question is? I was a prefect, and I was the girls in Booksmart who were annoyed to find out people who had fun got good marks. I was like, when we had to go back at the start of the next year, if you got it like in the top whatever percentage of results, you went back and got this award at school. And
You went back to school?
You went back the following year. They give it to like the top
God,
marks.
that's so lame. Why are you going back to
so
school?
lame. But when I got there and they were like, the girls from the hockey team. And like I was like, you're good at sports. This is for academics.
The girl with an eyebrow piercing?
Genuinely, I was like, what the fuck? You're a sports captain. You can't be here. I was so mad. That's a great choice, by the way. I really liked it. And it made me think of, is it Jason Segel who's in the one with Jennifer Aniston? No, it's not. It's Vince Vaughn.
The Breakup. It's called The Breakup.
The Breakup.
Jennifer Aniston.
Where she gets waxed and walks around naked.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes. That's,
okay.
That was me saying.
Priorities. Okay.
Well, okay. Anyway, sorry. That just made me think of that. Great breakup choice. My last one for the day.
I'm listening.
Please tell me you have watched or heard of or know of a little television show called Schitt's Creek.
Yes, I have seen Schitt's Creek.
Thank God we got there. We got there.
It's interesting that Gilmore Girls is too twee, where yes, Schitt's Creek I have no problem with. And I feel like they're spiritually similarly twee, no?
I mean, No,
Schitt's Creek is wackier.
Yeah, I would say a lot wackier. But, okay, so, Alexis and Ted. One of the greatest, finest, most beautiful representations of a mature breakup I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where, unlike a lot of the expectations that men have in television representation, at the very least, this man affirms her dreams, ambitions, and plans for herself, whilst also committing to his. It is kind and loving and amicable and respectful and non-combative and heartbreaking and silly and lovely. And it's my best breakup on television. I was like, this is a healthy breakup. Is that too twee?
That's really sweet,
I just thought it was
Catherine.
like, and also it's like sometimes relationships, if you're lucky, even if they end, have like helped you to grow, but often you can't see that when the breakup's happening. And Alexis really can. And it's so nice.
And it's nice because I do think I remember distinctly the change happening where it was like Alexis wasn't boy crazy anymore. She like had her own goals and things that she wanted to do. And she was like taking classes and stuff like that. And that was fun to see that transition.
Yeah.
And like, okay, well now let's see her practice what she preaches. And she did. And that was really, really fun.
And the fact that was her happy ending.
Yes.
It was so cool.
That's so true.
It was really nice.
A little bit Alexis.
Yeah.
I did think the actor who plays him is really, really funny.
Yeah, he's so funny.
His Instagram is hilarious because it's just memes that he makes himself. Yeah, and they're like insane.
What's his name?
That's
so cute.
Dane something. Let me look this up.
That's adorable.
Really funny. He was also Hot Frosty famously. Dustin Milligan, sorry, but
Hot Frosty.
But Deuce Stain. I'm not sure what that means, but he just makes so many memes. He just makes insane memes.
What is Hot Frosty? What are you talking about?
Are you fucking kidding me right
screaming.
now?
That's
I'm so sorry. That was inappropriate. That was inappropriate. I apologize. I'm listening. I am learning.
Am I missing something?
Okay. So, are you familiar with the Hallmark / Netflix sort of Christmas movie? I'm so sorry. I did really hurt you.
No. Yeah, I'm aware of Christmas movies.
Low budget Christmas
for
movies.
Netflix. I've seen
how,
so many of them. Have you ever seen a New York Wedding?
That is such an AI generated name.
An AI generated on Nokia phone lesbian wedding in a church where Chris North is the priest, but they allowed in Catholicism, or that's the message of the show. But one of the lesbians is haunted by the child she aborted, who is Angel Gabriel. It's crazy.
That's horrible.
Go. Sorry, please, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
The messaging is it's okay to be a lesbian as long as you've never had an abortion.
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy.
Exactly. It's nothing you can't do anything until it's sanctioned by the church, basically, is the message. And Chris North is the face of that. That's bizarre.
Absolutely insane.
Is it Chris North? Is that the guy from Sex and the City?
Yeah, that's what you get for walking out on Carrie on her big day at the New York Public Library.
Exactly. Sorry to mention a second sex predator on the show. Woohoo! Go on. Allegedly. Question mark?
I mean, if we're gonna create a show where we talk about media that stars men,
it's gonna be tricky not to sometimes have to mention them.
So, one of the sort of darlings of the straight to Hallmark Netflix Christmas movie is a certain Lacey Chabert, or Lacey Chabert. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
She was in Seventh Heaven.
Yes, and I think she was a Gretchen in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of animation.
Maybe not in Seventh Heaven.
I think that was Jessica Biel, but it could have been both of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven was the Catholic one.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Where the Olsens played the Murphy twins.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Tangents.
If you know it, say it.
So
Sorry.
So Hot Frosty is Lacey, our girl, moves to a new town, I believe.
Okay.
And then she sees a really hench snowman.
Shut the fuck up.
Not a snowman that's made out of balls, but like chiseled out of hard snow with like a six pack.
Sorry, that's so funny.
And I think she kisses him to put him to bring him to life. But then he wakes up and he's like, it's his first day on Earth. So he's like, what's a toilet? You know what I mean?
I hate that.
So not only is he a snowman come to life, he's also mentally a baby.
Oh my God, that's how I see the men I sleep with, remember? Finally, a bit of representation. That's nuts.
So she teaches him about life. I think at some point he like learns what cancer is. It's really dark.
I don't like that. I will watch that immediately. That is heaven to me.
And then I guess because while he is a baby, he's got an adult male brain. So I guess his learning curve is much like steeper than that of an actual baby. So in a matter of months, he's like human, normal, adult man level. And then it's okay to have sex with him. And then they're together. And I think...
Is it?
He turns human because at some point he gets cold, I think. He, like, can't get cold when he's still technically snowman, even though he looks like a human. But then there's, like, I think a bit where... I think
okay,
the
well,
ending...
no more spoilers, please.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Excuse me. Gonna save that up. That's so funny.
Dustin Milligan, who played
Thank you.
Ted in Schitt's Creek,
yeah,
he is Hot Frosty. So now he's known as Hot Frosty. Hot Frosty was such a huge moment that I'm pretty sure there's like a makeup line that's like in honor of Hot Frosty.
Are we on God's same internet? What the hell is going on here?
Next time you ask me where my eyeshadow from, I'm like, it's the Hot Frosty.
It's the Hot Frosty.
It's the Hot Frosty.
Clink, clink. Olga, I think it would be a shame to try to do another breakup having just found out about Hot Frosty. Is that what his name?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I just feel like that's a beautiful note to have cheered us all up for. I'll watch it ahead of your wedding so I can believe in love again.
I don't remember if he actually ever got a real name. Imagine if his name just stayed
Toddy?
Hot Frost.
It's got to be Toddy. If it's
Toddy
not
is very sweet.
Toddy, a traditional Irish name. Beautiful. What's your horniest moment of the week, please, Olga?
My horniest moment of the week, genuinely, is when we had our Pleasance read-throughs and when the entire audience would sing along with one of the lines anytime a line was said in unison. Not only did it make me feel like I was in church, it did also make me feel extremely aroused, but also I felt like I was part of something bigger than myself, and the delight that I experienced every single time one of the actors read it out and everybody said it at the same time, and they just sort of jumped in their seat.
Yeah, they were so surprised by what the lines that mattered were. There were a few that even surprised me. Like, I didn't know about Lemaire.
Lemaire, yes, everybody knew. Vincent Lemaire?
Was it Vincent Lemaire?
Yeah.
The third guy in the draft pick? They were like, Lemaire! And I was like, Lemaire? Apparently, he's like a big... like, it's very Glen Coco.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. So fun.
That.
And I love to learn. I love to learn.
And the sort of feeling that I had anytime we all sort of hummed a line in unison was not unerotic.
Yes. That's a bit of inside track. I like it.
How about you? What's yours?
Well, thank you for asking. My horniest moment of the week.
You found out about the snowman that can come alive? Jack Christmas!
His name's not Jack Christmas.
His name's Jack.
Producer Charlie has just told us his human name. His human name is
Are
Jack Christmas.
Are you trying to get Jack this Christmas?
Jack Christmas.
That's really fun.
Jack Christmas. That's like a 2-week plan to, it's like, you could have turkey with your family or you could Jack Christmas. And it's like, what? Wow, muscles.
You know what I chose.
Wow. I would say that my horniest moment of the week was, okay. I won't be allowed back to my local Lido. My neighbor and I went for a swim this morning to our local Lido.
That's
How
lovely.
cute. And we, she runs my girlfriend's football team. She is a badass.
I'm in love with her.
No.
I was like, is this your horniest moment?
No, she's too fun. But she's my sweet friend. And we went to the pool, and I know that she like swam as a kid, and she was like, she played cricket for the county. She's a badass. But I go in the slow lane or the medium lane. I know myself. I'm a bit of a like hair out of water breaststroker.
Yes. Of
Don't say
course.
breaststroker, but you know what I'm saying. And she's just so fast. She swam so fast and so like such incredible form that I was like,
That's hot.
and
It's hot when people are good at a thing.
it's like so good. At the end, she's like, Catherine, I'm just gonna do two quick sprint laps before I get out, and I was like, okay, yeah, really exciting.
Get me the
stuff.
freaking popcorn.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Hope her girlfriend doesn't mind me saying so.
God, it's hot when people are good at a thing.
It's cool.
I think it was in Rose Manifera's Horn Dog. She had a bit about just like being on a boat with a guy, like a tour guide, and the guy just knew how to operate the boat, and it turned her on. And it's like, yeah, just if you know how to do a thing, that's just hot.
It's so hot. Oh my god! And it's like confident, and you're learning something. Or in my case, I just got giddy being like, whoa, she's already at the end, and now she's back. I was torn between like stage mom and impressed girlfriend. I was really like giddy about it. It was very exciting. She's so fast.
That's really fun.
I hope Fleur wouldn't mind me saying her name. Shout out to Fleur. She
That's
can
a
swim
beautiful
fast.
name.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh.
Isn't it lovely? Hi Fleur. Okay. Well, that's that.
If you have any breakups you would like to tell us about, real or fictional, please write to us at tonsilhockeypodcast@gmail.com.
Please do. And you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on
YouTube?
And in the meantime, if you want more from us, we have a Patreon. You can find us also on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Tonsil Hockey Podcast at Tonsil Hockey
Please keep that in, I'm begging you.
At Tonsil Hockey Podcast, which I know the name of. Over on Patreon, we are doing long game dissections. We are doing, we'll be putting up the video of our live recordings of our script readings. And we have lots of events, and we also tell you about the first tickets we put on sale for live shows. Keep your eyes peeled on Patreon too, and eventually other places too, because we will be putting a show for Edinburgh on sale soon.
Very, very exciting stuff.
Yeah, we're hoping there's some loons in Edinburgh. I imagine there are, or that at least you'll be visiting. Other than that, have a nice week. Bye.